Once I picked up a stray kitten one day. As I was walking home from work, I noticed a small, trembling figure huddled under a bush near the sidewalk. As I approached, I realized it was a tiny, stray kitten. Its fur was matted and dirty, and it looked utterly helpless. The kitten's eyes were wide with fear, and it meowed pitifully, almost as if pleading for help. That I knelt down and extended my hand slowly. The kitten hesitated for a moment before tentatively sniffing my fingers. Sensing no threat, it cautiously stepped forward and nuzzled my hand. Its tiny purr was barely audible, but it was enough to melt my heart that I knew I couldn't leave this little creature out in the cold. I gently scooped it up and carried it home. The kitten clung to me tightly, its body trembling slightly. Once inside, I set it down on a soft towel and fetched some warm milk and a small dish of tuna. The kitten eagerly lapped up the milk and devoured the tuna, clearly famished. After its meal, the kitten curled up on the towel and fell fast asleep. I decided to name it Milo, hoping it would bring a sense of warmth and comfort to our home. Over the next few days, I noticed that Milo was not just malnourished, but also ill. He had a persistent cough, and his eyes were red and swollen. I took him to the vet, who diagnosed him with a severe respiratory infection. The vet prescribed medication and advised me to keep an eye on Milo's condition. I was determined to nurse him back to health. Every day, I administered the medication and made sure he had plenty of food and water. Milo was initially resistant to the medication, but over time, he began to trust me and allowed me to help him. As weeks went by, Milo started to show signs of improvement. His coat became shinier and he gained weight. He grew more playful and curious, exploring every corner of the house. One day, I found him perched on top of a bookshelf, batting at a dangling string. His playful antics brought a smile to my face, and I knew that my efforts were paying off. Milo soon became a fixture in our household. He would curl up on my lap while I worked, or follow me around the kitchen as I cooked. He even developed a habit of sitting by the window, watching birds and squirrels outside. His presence brought a sense of joy and companionship to our home. One day, I decided to take Milo for a walk in the park. I fitted him with a harness and leash, and we ventured out together. As we strolled through the greenery, Milo was fascinated by the sights and sounds around him. He chased after leaves, pounced on blades of grass, and even tried to catch a butterfly. Watching him explore the world with such enthusiasm reminded me of how far he had come since those early days. Months turned into years, and Milo grew into a strong, healthy cat. He no longer resembled the scrawny, sickly kitten I had found under the bush. Instead, he was a robust, playful companion, full of energy and curiosity. His resilience and determination were truly inspiring. One evening, as I sat on the couch reading, Milo jumped up beside me and settled down, purring contentedly. It was a moment of pure bliss, a reminder of the bond we had formed over the years. Reflecting on our journey together, I realized that rescuing Milo had been one of the best decisions I had ever made. Not only had I given Milo a second chance at life, but he had also enriched mine in countless ways. He had taught me about compassion, responsibility, and the simple joys of everyday life. Milo was no longer just a stray kitten. He was a cherished member of our family. Today, whenever I see someone struggling or in need, I am reminded of Milo and the difference a little kindness can make. Whether it's helping a lost animal or lending a hand to a friend, every act of compassion has the power to change lives. Through this heartwarming story, I hope to inspire others to show kindness and compassion to those in need, whether they be stray animals or people facing challenges. Every act of kindness can make a world of difference.